It's the High Heel Tea Podcast.
Yes, sir.
Where we speak on real topics that'll make you laugh. Looking good, smelling good, that's a boss chick.
Yeah.
6-inch heel, show you how to walk slick.
Hey.
High Heel Tea with Crystal and Reonda Podcast.
Hey.
High Heel Tea with Crystal and Reonda Podcast.
Hey.
High Heel Tea with Crystal and Reonda Podcast.
Hey.
And it's the podcast, and it's the High Heel.
Hey, welcome back to the High Heels and Tea Podcast. I'm Crystal.
This is Reonda.
And we are almost done. It's been a long day.
A long day.
It's been a long, long day.
A long time coming.
Yes.
A lot of dope running.
It's taking so much not to say it's your boy, yo, got it. Yes, it's been a long day, y'all, but we've been having definitely a productive day. So y'all know, when we start pulling up some stuff, we got to get into some things. I got a couple of questions that I want to ask, and let's build some context around it and get each other's perspectives on it.
Let me get adjusted.
All right, get yourself adjusted. All right. So, one of the questions I want to ask is that, is it fair to have, I say fair, is it fair? Is it fair? Is it fair to have a preference, right, that excludes, like, interracial dating?
Of course. I feel like everybody has a type. If people dating people outside your race is not something that you want to do, I feel like that's okay. I don't feel like that makes you racist or anything of that nature. I feel like that's just your preference. That's just like you not wanting to date short guys or tall guys. You know, it's your preference. I don't think anything's wrong with it.
So with someone like you who says, like, you know what, I feel like my dating type is like a jar of jelly beans. Would you
jelly beans?
Yeah, would you consider interracial dating? Hold on, let me redeem myself right quick. Hold on. By the time this ain't gonna matter, but I called it biracial dating.
Yeah.
On the show, and I mean interracial dating.
Interracial.
Yeah, I was like, what do you mean biracial dating?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I mean interracial. I ain't know.
Yeah.
I'm like,
dating outside your race.
Shit that black and white people do. Yeah.
Anybody. It could be Asian.
Anyway,
it could be white.
I had to think about that.
It could be Filipino.
Yeah.
It could be Arabic. So honestly,
would you consider?
I've considered dating outside of my race. What I found when I was in my younger days, I definitely tried Arabs.
Okay, because they was at the gas station.
They was at the gas station, and they was tricks. They was definitely ready to give you money every time you went to the gas station. But they're very super controlling because of where they come from, their religion, the certain qualities that they view in women that you're supposed to have because of their upbringing. So I feel like dating outside your race, you have to be comfortable with all those different things.
Yeah.
I feel like with
the different cultures, of the races.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I would I tried to date a white guy before a couple years back, but it didn't work. I felt like he was scared of me. So he was like going through a divorce at the time. He was one of the contractors at my job. And like during his divorce situation, he was like super friendly. We would just, have certain conversations. But as soon as he got a divorce, he friend zoned me. Like super friend zoned me.
He used you for the connection for the moment.
Exactly. But then it was like he friend zoned me. But then he wanted to talk to me about all the new people that he was dating.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, how did I get in this place? And I'm sitting here like, hey, I like you. Hey, you're a good guy.
But did you take it serious, a man going through a divorce, like, and he on you?
I didn't take it. He wasn't on me like that. It was very respectful. It wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? He never tried to have sex with me. It was never anything in that.
Why you surprised about the friend zone?
Because, like, why did I get friend zoned?
Because y'all ain't even doing nothing anyway.
But how did the other girls that you just met go before me?
Oh, he healed now.
How did that's what I'm saying. I'm like, how did I get in the friend zone when I was already still the friend that I've been cool with you within this space? And then now he calling me, telling me about this. Oh yeah, I met this girl at such and so and so. And yeah, I'm like, Okay.
Sometimes, like when you going through things, and this is something I'm really big about, but sometimes when you going through things, people tend to lean in for you for that moment. It's really like you're a band-aid for that situation, for the moment. It's nothing serious. They may call you every single day, all day, and all you're doing is band-aiding
Being a
the
Band-Aid
moment.
for them.
And then once that band-aid is no longer needed, it's healed, they're able to just really move on. And a lot of times we use people that we know we never want, and they may be great for like conversations or whatever, but those typically the people that you know, like, oh, I don't want no future with you, but you're great for conversation, you're great to connect with on this or that, and I can talk to you every single day about this and that. But when it's time to actually like heal and grow, I'm gonna heal and grow in another direction. And I mean, I never romantically involved nobody in that way, but I've had people that I leaned on while I was going through things, like talk to you all day and night, visiting you, inviting you over, all that. And then like once things kind of settled, it was like, okay, that I don't want to say, you know, it completely died down,
It was
but
water under the bridge.
it was just and the person honestly was like, hey, call me anytime. So they were inviting me to have that communication with them, you know. And like I said, once the situation was over, that was that. And I don't want to say it was trauma bonding. It wasn't anything like that. It was with a guy that, so it wasn't trauma bonding, but we talked about so much under the sun. And now just periodically we kind of like talk, but we'll talk about random things. And like I said, never was anything romantic. And so I could see how like, okay, during this time, y'all getting to know each other, there could be an interest, but really it's just like band-aiding. It's a distraction for what he has going on. And once that situation is resolved, it's just like, oh, okay, I don't need that distraction no more.
Yep, and that's exactly what he did to me. But yeah, I mean, but I don't see anything wrong with dating outside your race.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody feels different about it or whatever, but I've never even dated outside my race. I've never went on a date with anybody outside my race. I've never, so I know for a fact that other races find me attractive, you know, and things of that nature. But just like Black people, they do the same thing.
Yeah.
They do the same thing. So they look me up and down. They may say stuff. I can even spark a conversation with them and stuff like that, but it never goes no further than that.
I can't see myself doing anything interracial down. I think at a point in time in my life, I was more open to it. And I had the same story, you know, them Arabs at the gas station, they getting on you when you turn 18.
Man.
And now they your little boo. You could go in a little gas station, get your little free
you want.
Little soda pop, yo. You gotta pay this. You just hold a little hand. Call me when you get out my house. You know.
It was a little extra.
Yeah. So I had at most dead interaction. But I don't know. I'm with you too though. Like a lot of other a lot of other races, they may more so like Caucasians, not really too many others, but they'll see me and they'll give you the eye. They'll even compliment you. You know.
Oh my God! Remember when we was in Spain?
Yeah.
Remember it was on us in Spain?
But you told us they called us ugly or something.
They was
I gave them the nastiest look. But they didn't call us ugly.
I think what they were saying, they just not used to seeing beautiful Black women.
Yeah.
And it was like 3 of them. They like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like,
That's like taking pictures with you. They came and took pictures with us and everything. Yeah, but
they were so fascinated.
Rihanna's Spanish was a little janky because they said something.
Guapo. They said guapo.
And she was like, they just called us this, and I was like, oh yeah.
Look, they I was pissed because they just kept talking. They were saying some stuff.
But I think they called us beautiful Black women or something. I can't remember.
She don't know. She said, no pay. She don't know what.
I don't know nothing. No, please, I don't know any form of fashion. But yeah, I had that question noted, and I wanted to ask you that question.
Oh yeah. I don't have a problem with it. I talk to my coworkers about it all the time, but I ain't getting no love.
Do you think a relationship can like survive without sex?
Hell no. Unless there was something that you both. Unless there's something that you guys started off doing, like unless we came together and this was like, okay, I'm not really sexual. Oh, I'm not really. That was something you guys agreed upon, and you guys weren't like sexual. It wasn't built within that space. But if one party of the group, if it's important to them and it's not as important to the other, it's not going to survive. because somebody's going to step out. It's no different from what we just talked about earlier as we approach a certain age. When we ovulate, we out here like, baby, please, like just touch me somewhere. Like just touch me a little bit, right?
Howling at the moon.
Exactly. So if you in a situation and you're naturally going through that, and your body's going through that, and you're laying next to a person that don't want to have sex with you, how does that make you feel? You're gonna feel rejected.
Yeah, you're gonna feel like something's wrong with you.
You're gonna feel so many different feelings and emotions. And how long do you consistently stay in a space where you feel that way?
Yeah, I agree. I feel like possibly if the incarceration comes into play, depending on how much time you get. I think that can grow. I think that if there was some type of friendship there already, if there was something there already that requires you to not have sex, have this strong emotional space with each other, then going a period without having sex, it wouldn't be as bad because there are other things that you can lean on to keep the connection there. Now, if it's out of spite, that's different, you know, but I can't say, even if it's just random, I'm just saying, like, let's say someone gets sick. Let's say someone gets incarcerated. Let's say something happens and now you can't have sex. Like, then that's where you depend on other things. But to just lay in a bed every day with someone and stop having sex, I want to know what made people do that. Like, what made people just stop
spiteful? People, as we talked about in the last episode, a lot of women use sex as a tool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They use it in a space where they feel like, you ain't acting right, so I'm going to take this from you because this is a privilege to you.
Have a man ever took sex from you?
Please. I wish nigga would.
Yeah.
Like, I can't say that I'm lying.
To say,
because my ex-husband used to do that too, because it wasn't necessarily the sex. He was just like a 3 to 5 business day person. He was one of those type of people that if we got into an argument, he had to separate himself for 3 to 5 business days. So he wouldn't talk. He wouldn't do anything for that particular time. So we would be laying in the bed and he would just be radio silent. So yeah, he did. I don't think he was doing it on that to just be spiteful. He was doing it because that was his way of dealing with problems.
Yeah, he didn't communicate.
Yes, he didn't. He had lack of communication.
Yeah.
And because we were together, it was no way that you could block me or not talk to me because we lived together.
Yeah.
So yeah.
When it was happening to me, it wasn't like a full out rejection, but it was just lies. Like, oh shit, I fell asleep downstairs, or oh shit, like it was just lies. And then it felt like it was scheduled. You know what I mean? Which nobody never want to feel. I can't do no schedule. Once we start having scheduled sex, everything's over. Yeah. It's over. I don't care. Like, I'd rather have no sex than scheduled
on
sex.
Calendar, so.
Yeah, like I'm not about to be Friday 8 p.m. No, it's over.
Because then what if something happened on Friday at 8 p.m. and we can't do it, and I'm looking forward to it the whole time.
I knew, honestly, those were signs to me that this was going
left.
Yeah, it was coming to a place of like, all right, this is just not for me. Yeah. Because that's like, I think one of the scariest things, like when you with somebody and y'all having scheduled sex. Why?
Yeah.
Why we have, like,
I'm too spontaneous.
I could do scheduled sex from the sense of I'm not physically home, and when I get home, this is what we're going to do. But to literally have like, all right, Thursday, this time, boom.
It's on the calendar on the refrigerator.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
Situation. Yeah.
We're not doing it. But I've had it in that sense, like where the person was withholding, but the reason they was withholding is because they were somewhere else. You know,
because they were cheating.
Yeah.
And they was giving the sex to somebody else.
Yeah.
And by the time you got home, they still was working no more.
Yeah, and they can't go over and over.
They can't handle both situations.
Yeah, like, somebody got to suffer. Hey, I ain't finna cheat on my girlfriend with my wife. You know, like, fuck you.
And that's basically
you got to suffer.
Yeah.
You got to suffer.
I've been fucking her for years. You knew.
Yeah.
Everybody like that new.
Everybody likes some new.
Yeah, so.
Oh, look. Speaking of ovulating, how did you deal with that? And I think where we're at in our late 30s, it's like we definitely doing the pre-menopause. You know what I mean? How did you deal with it?
The thing is, what I find out is that you can go through perimenopause for a long time.
For years.
And like I just told you about the situation of the lady who I just met, that I told you she was 51 and she had the situation where she got pregnant. She said, that's what she said. She said she thought she was going through perimenopause because she hadn't been on a period for a while. And come to find out, she was freaking pregnant. You know what I'm saying? So I think our body bodies just go through different things.
Have to reset it.
Yeah, it's like you got to reset it. But I mean, now that I've gotten older, it is definitely vigorous. It's definitely a space where it's like I have to sit myself down and like really just be like, okay, like I'm horny, like and it feels like I just literally just be wanting somebody to touch me, like I just want to hug or like somebody to just like touch me. Like I don't even necessarily just be wanting sex. I just want.
Do you want connection?
The connection. I crave somebody to just like touch my body. You know.
But then once they touch your body, you want to have sex with them.
Exactly. But that's the part. But that's what I'm saying. Like I guess you just gotta stay away or stay out of that space when you're feeling that way. Because there's nothing you can really do. Because I mean, what can you do when you craving something that you want?
When I don't have anyone in that space, right? If I'm not talking to anyone romantically at all, it doesn't matter. Like it's just really out of sight, out of mind for me. But once I talk to you and I start liking you, then I want to do nice things for you and some other things for you. That's when it heightens. Like it really, really heightens to where I just be like, we ain't waiting. We ain't about to wait and do that. I'm like ready now. And that's what makes me ready now. I just get like this rush of emotions and feelings and things that, but when not having anyone in that space, it's easier for me at this point, because I guess I have other things that I could be doing. And to just.
But does it take away the feeling though?
I think the feeling comes with discipline. Like I had to learn, like, what is it really that. How can you really demystify sex, like to where it's not necessarily this flesh act, because we've talked about that, but it's just not this thing that you have to have. And when it comes to discipline, like that's my strong suit. I'm even down to food. Like I can sit here and watch everybody eat, and I'm perfectly fine, because I discipline my mind. So it's like, again, you have to tell yourself, like, what actually is this for me, and what am I getting out of it? So that's why for me, it doesn't even really come across my mind unless somebody is there that I really want to like, and I really. To get me even in that space where I really want to like you, you have to be saying things, doing things, showing things. And I'm like, oh, yes, this is going to be the one. I'm going to start practicing positions and be like, it's going to be like this. It's going to be like this. Yes. All of that. So, we still talking. You can't come into this conversation. And that's actually what I was going to put on next. But anyway, so that's something that I just learned very early on. But not only that, it's like I don't want the ties with people. You know what I'm saying? There's an energy transition that you're having with somebody. I don't want that with just anybody. So when I do have it, I that's why I tell people I can't do situationships. I can't do certain things, because when I do have it, I'm more like,
you in tune.
I want you. And if you don't want me, then I set myself up for failure. So I avoid all that.
But that's something you learned as an adult. I
do. But I remember when I was going through ovulation, woo, boy, when that shit, not going through because we go through every month, but when
it's the heightened.
When I tell you, I was in my DMs drooling like, somebody about to get it. You said, wait, sit on my face. This one right here, like somebody touch me.
Is your tongue velvet?
Yeah, is your tongue, is that velvet? that's how I end up with a velvet tongue and other things. Like
that's true.
I was just going through some things, but I had to realize too, even like just being a single woman, it's like, you really just be wanting connections with people. And so this is where I kind of lean on the people that's really in my life already and existing in my life if I want connections, because that's all it is. It doesn't, don't get me wrong, it doesn't replace a romantic connection. But knowing that doesn't exist, if I want connections, I just call a friend. I text somebody, let's go do this, let's go do that. I'll go. I actually like going to the chess club a lot now, because it's a group of people. No one knows no one. They starting to recognize me a little bit, but no one knows me. I don't know them, and you get to connect with this stranger and learn something about their life and their story. And I'll sit there for hours and do that. and then just go home. And I'll be like, oh, there go my connection. You know, now I'm sleepy.
My day. And
all the damn
learn
thinking.
some stuff because it helps you to. Chess is also a powerful game for your mind.
It is.
So,
It's about decision making. And when you make so many wrong decisions and lose, you're like, fuck, I'm going home. I'll be like, I swear, God, sometimes I'll be like, I want to drink. I can't believe I fucked this game up like that. So, but yeah. That's dope. That's dope. I think a lot of people don't be talking to that pre-menopause in space.
Man, it's a lot, but you can go through perimenopause for so long.
And you can start early too.
Yeah, you can start real early.
Yeah.
Look, I'm ready. Look, I'm ready to stop coming on my period.
Yeah.
Like, what I'm ready for.
Okay. Well, we just wanted to stop in, give y'all a quick chat,
Yes.
catch up on some things. Y'all know what to do. Drop in the comments. Put y'all answers to the questions or the things that we asked today.
Yes.
All right. I know men don't get premenopause and stuff, do they?
No, they don't do premenopause.
What
but
do
they,
men?
They get horny though.
They get midlife crisis.
Yeah, they do.
I mean,
they
women get midlife crisis.
but more men. That's more. It seems like it's more triggered to men. The midlife crisis.
It
though.
does.
Like they talk about it more.
Once they start going bald.
But that's not true because you can start going bald as early as 28, 29 years old.
I seen some niggas like, well, how old are you?
Yeah.
Then I thought you were 40.
You can go bald early, so I don't think that's the situation.
Yeah.
But everybody drop in the comments, what are some things that you guys do when you're horny as hell? When you can't get none or you don't want to get that connection? Because, it ain't just women. Because men, y'all saving yourself sometimes too.
I meet so many. I know we about to end this episode. When I tell you, I meet so many dope men. And I think I can say this so proudly because of who I am and where I am. The type of people that I choose to give access to and request access to, they be so dope, and you get the chance to meet different calibers of men. And so there was a point in time when you didn't meet these different calibers of men. You only knew one type of guy, the one that lies and got no sexual discipline and la 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 la. But there's so many men out here, man, that really just be in their own world. They wholesome, they in tune with themselves, and I love it. I just be like, oh, you go, boy. You Himothy.
Right.
Now that's Himothy. You go, Himothy. Well, thank y'all for listening to this podcast episode. Again, drop in the comments your thoughts and goodbye.
Thank you.